On 14th November 2020, in the evening at around 18 hours, a tank truck or TT carrying 6 KLMS and 6 KLHSD reported at one of the retail outlets. A fire occurred inside the sales office of the RO, where the electrical panel inside the sales office also caught fire. The origin of the fire was from the ignited diya in sales office. The fire was promptly extinguished by the TT driver and personnel on duty at the RO within short duration, thereby averting further damage. The local fire brigade was not informed. Instead, a private tanker was called, which was available nearby, and that reported at site after the fire was extinguished. Let us now understand the root cause of the incident. The fire was triggered while the product MS was being transferred from sample collected in the aluminium bucket from TT to the sample containers kept inside sales building. The injured was holding a funnel while the product was being transferred by another CA inside the sales building. In the process, there was spillage of product which resulted in fire due to the flame of diya kept nearby. On seeing the fire, the associate who was pouring the product in the sample container ran out in panic and the product was further spilled over. That resulted in fire inside the sales building and the adjoining electrical panel. With this, welcome to the module on Incident Assessment of Fire at Sales Building of RO. In this module, we will understand safety precautions for sampling, gaps and lapses observed during investigation, and recommendations to prevent such incidents. The safety precautions for sampling are: park the tank lorry on level ground, allow 10 minutes settling time. Proper earthing or bonding should be ensured. Portable fire extinguisher of DCP type should be kept near to tank lorry at a suitable distance. All the tank lorry discharge hoses should comply with all the safety requirements, and under no circumstances plastic or PVC hose pipes should be used. Barricading of sampling area or TT decantation area to be done. Please ensure the bonding of buckets used for sample collection with TT manifold. Draw samples after draining approximately 20 liters of the product from the manifold from each compartment in a clear glass container for density or temperature for quality checks. All samples need to be collected in 1 liter aluminium containers with wooden boxes as per the existing norms. Dealer or his representative should draw 2 by 1 liters of MS and or 1 by 1 liters of HSD bottom samples proportionate to the quantity of the product received in each compartment after removing a minimum of 20 liters from each compartment. All samples should preferably be suitably coded before sending to lab for testing, preferably within 10 days. Transfer of sample to be done in open ventilated area and away from ignition sources. Sealing of the sample containers may be done with ISI marked stainless steel wires. Both the aluminium containers and the wooden box should be properly sealed. Store all sample containers at sample almirah placed outside the sales building. Gaps and lapses observed during investigation are: it should have been ensured by managers and CAs of RO that ignited diya was not kept inside the sales office building. Awareness among RO staffs towards precautions that need to be taken during festive season was missing. SOP should have been displayed at RO depicting the procedure for collection of sample in the sample container and clearly specifying the place where sample needs to be collected in the sample container. SOP and do's don'ts should have been displayed for TT decantation. There should have been placement of sample almirah outside the sales office building. The root cause of the accident observed was due to the non-adherence of SOP. Recommendations to prevent such incidents: sample almirah should be placed outside the electrical panel room and also outside any other building including sales room. SOP to be displayed at RO depicting the procedure for collection of the sample in the sample container and clearly specifying the place where sample needs to be collected, SOP and do's don'ts to be provided for TT decantation. Training to be intensified and records to be maintained. Fire extinguishers are to be provided at RO as per guidelines and periodic testing to be done as scheduled with proper records. This concludes our module. Thank you for watching.